Earlier, perhaps Jeremy Toulalan taken off at half-time. So one richly gifted and experienced player for another. He heralded a move out to the flank for Martial. He plays from the left as he is now when Berbatov starts.
There's no excuse for Berbatov to put in a fair shift here. 45 minutes, there might be extra time, we don't know yet, but 45 minutes, so he's got to get about that pitch and try and be the answer.
A man who turned down Juventus, preferring to join Fulham.
Wise choice.
Pirlo
From an ex-Cottager.
Well, indeed. Now here's Moutinho on the charge. Carrasco who switched to that right flank now.
Already you can see there was more targets in there. 2 or 3 players committing to the area there, so hopefully they're going to go for it a little bit more.
What it does mean is that Moutinho will slip in alongside Kondogbia, which is a role he plays often enough. Bernardo Silva, the man playing off Berbatov, and he started in that position at the weekend in the league against Rennes, when he did suffer a bit of a disappointment here, only drawing 1-1. But Marseille's defeat at Nantes on the Friday night ensured they retained that 3rd place, which is vital. It is the final Champions League place in French football.
I feel sure that Berbatov and Bernardo Silva have to take it in turns to really press Pirlo when he's on the ball.
It's Kurzawa, certainly keen to get involved. Bernardo Silva suffered a bout of the Chiellinis from the first half. It's Bernardo Silva again, and now Carrasco. Chiellini kept his feet there. He kept his eye on the ball.
And defended really well because he didn't commit himself here, Chiellini. Sometimes he can be a little bit rash. There's the slip. And the ball wins out to Carrasco. Tries to dummy to come inside, but slips himself, and Chiellini stands on his feet. Doesn't commit himself.
Promising start, though, from Monaco. Twice overturned first leg deficits in European football, both in the same season, 88-89 in the European Cup. Lost away to Valor Reykjavik and Club Bruges, and turned it around here. Glenn Hoddle played in both of those games. Mark Haitley in the latter against Bruges. Here's Carrasco. Well, I heard the yelps of anguish from here. Vidal going in rumbustious fashion.
Well, it's a late decision from the assistant on the far side. I think it's the correct one, though. Just wiped him out there, Vidal. Coming in late on Carrasco there is the right decision in the end, but it was rather late. And flagging for it on that far side.
Everybody in the end, but scampering to retrieve it is João Moutinho. It's a better ball, and Buffon's in all kinds of trouble, and Evra to the rescue for Juve. And here's Morata.
We've had more action at the start of the second half than we've had for a lot of that first, I must say. Good break, and there's a yellow card as well, and one that was warranted because Morata was away. That's where he's going to be the danger, on the break. And Bernardo Silva takes one for the team there because Morata was off and away, as you can see. Pulling him back, clear foul. Here's the ball in. Buffon gets in an awful state here. Look, just bounces off the back of Evra, but luckily enough, He's got the awareness and presence of mind to turn and hook it clear. They got unlucky there, Monaco.
Bernardo Silva joining Chiellini in the book. There are 3 members of the Monaco starting lineup who would miss the first leg of a semi-final if booked tonight. Here's Tevez. All through for Morata. Flag was up.
Instinctive shot from Morata. Good little ball in, but you can see probably half a yard offside, and correct decision.
Certainly a good call.
Morata and Tevez, who are very, very good in previous rounds, particularly against Dortmund on the break, now will be very aware. Monaco going to press this game a little bit more. There'll be a little bit more space for them, maybe to hit them on the break and seal the tie, but it's still in the balance.
There's one curious fact. In this competition, whether in the Champions League era or not, Juventus have lost on every away game against French league opposition. I make the distinction between against French league opposition and in France, because we are, of course, in a separate nation tonight, the Principality of Monaco. Beaten twice by Bordeaux, beaten by Nantes, and beaten by Marseille. Martial. Tension only growing, and it's Martial trying to pick his way through, and Bonucci had to get it right.
Yeah, good tackle, Bonucci, because you've got to get this right, as you said, Dan. Look, stretches out the leg, it's his wrong leg, his wrong foot he's tackling with, but it's a good tackle and well timed.
Delivery from Moutinho. Well, I don't know whether the decision is going to go Monaco's way, is it, in the end?
Pirlo clearly gets in the way here. Look, he means to. He's lucky he doesn't get a yellow card.
A little bit naughty from the great man.
A little bit of respect, I think, was given to him there.
It's Bernardo Silva. Dogbia trying to force his way through. Forward by Marchisio. Respite for Juve, though. Abdenour. Martial. Kurzawa. Look of frustration. I mentioned that rumours are that Juve eyes certainly on him in more ways than one tonight. Possibility of acquiring his services in the summer. Man in the spotlight. Here's Bonucci. Whoa, and that could fall kindly for Berbatov. Buffon was alert, though. Chaos.
Buffon was alert, Berbatov was slow. Great goalkeeping. One occasion when passing out from the back didn't work.
Kondogbia. Berbatov. Getting a little frustrated. No, didn't feel they were on his wavelength there. Bernardo Silva, the part of his anger there. Chiellini is there. Tevez. Arturo Vidal. For Marquisio here. Through the legs there of Abdennour. Martial. Drilled across by Carrasco, and Chiellini to safety.
Well, distinct lifting of the pace. There's the stray pass at the back. Berbatov's a little bit slow to react, but Buffon isn't. That's superbly timed by the keeper, and brave as well. No pulling out, eyes on the ball, diving at the feet. Great goalkeeping.
Carrasco's ball in this time. Hanging on. Too much of Pirlo. Marquisio will concede a corner.
Well, this multi-ball system, catching him on the hop at times, is as soon as the ball's going out of play, the ball boys are feeding him another one, and they're taking the quick throw-ins. They're really trying to up the tempo in this second half. It's working so far. A little bit of a stunt, however, for Juve.
Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva might work its way to Carrasco, but not if Vidal has anything to do with it. Now Pirlo. And there's always promise on the break, and here's Morata. Tevez for company, but it's mopped up by Abdennour, and a chance goes a-begging there for Juve.
Well, Tevez shows his disgust, just flays an arm at Morata there, didn't even get his head up, just had to spot Tevez to his right, and he was in.
Will always be the danger for Monaco. Pressing with a great deal more urgency to try and find this equaliser, but here's Evra looking to make an impact of his own.
Referee's letting a bit go, isn't he? The Scots referee's letting the physical side to the game, just giving it an edge, letting it go. It's better for it.
Berbatov. It's Pirlo. Chiellini, Kondogbia putting the squeeze on. Now Berbatov. Oh, and Barzagli with an important interception on the ground. And, Carrasco in close attendance.
Well, they were letting them play out of with ease in the first half, Dan. They're squeezing them now. And you can nick the ball and be straight. There's another nick. Look,
yep, they've done it again. It was Kurzawa, and now Berbatov. Get on the end of it, but swept away by Barzagli.
Well, great start to the second half from Monaco. They're really putting the squeeze on Juve. That one's just maybe a yard under-paced. There's the break from Morata at the other end. He had to get his head up. Look at Tevez, he's in.
Vidal looking around, wondering where that header was going to end up. Absolutely certainly won it. That's Radji. Barzagli away. Tevez. Marquisio. That could be looking for Morata, but mopped up by Abdennour.
Well, Radji and Abdennour have got a big responsibility here. Everybody's going to be getting forward, full-backs especially, midfielders. Coutinho's one of the holding midfield players, and he's a ball player. Kondogbia likes to bomb on, so those two centre-backs have got to be very aware on the break.
Kurzawa. Coming up to maybe the final half hour. Carrasco, robbed by Chiellini. He fancied it for a moment there, having seen his colleague Leonardo Bonucci score a tremendous goal against Lazio at the weekend, surging forward from the back.
He did get into nosebleed territory, though. Over the halfway line with the ball at his feet, Chiellini.
It's over a year since he scored. Martial. Berbatov. Kondogbia. Open it up for the shot.
Only one thing on his mind, Dan, wasn't there? As soon as he's received this ball, he's looking to come back on his left foot. And the more and more you edge over, you're going towards the side, the harder it is to hit the target. This was the break when Morata didn't get his head up. You see his first instinct. Look, he's not got his head up. He hasn't even spotted Tevez to his right.
Bernardo Silva. Carrasco's ball in. And the strike coming in from Bernardo Silva.
Just took it a little bit too early. I think maybe, in hindsight, if he'd have had another touch there, because it was on him a little bit quick.
Juventus taking their time, and why not? Tevez. On the battle terrifically is Marchisio. Lichtsteiner. Marchisio. To really flog himself, suspended for the Turin derby at the weekend. They can take another step towards securing the title. Raggi. Coutinho, now Kondogbia. Martial. Salah. Martial, robbed. Combination of Barzagli and Marchisio. This is Pirlo. Morata. Vidal. Lichtsteiner.
And a little bit stuck at the moment, Juve. Don't know whether to attack or defend. Difficult lead to have, isn't it? Just the one from the first leg, but you know they've got more ability than they've shown on the ball.
Marchisio finding Lichtsteiner. Vidal and Morata in the box.
Saw a lot of Vidal in the earlier games right up front, getting beyond his strikers, but not this evening. He's been playing in a deeper role, mainly getting after the ball, preventing things from happening rather than being on the front foot.
He's had a very difficult year, playing through pain for much of it because of a knee problem. Here's Morata. Make their way out of trouble. Might be swiftly back in it. It's Evra. Marchisio. He's going to wind one up.
Never really there to hit, and then when you haven't had a lot of ball in these advanced areas, then you end up snatching at things like that. Set it up, drag the half volley wide, but when you're having plenty of opportunities, you can tend to be a little bit more choosy when you take the strike.
Martial. Bernardo Silva. Carrasco. Pizarro wanted it in there a little earlier, I think. Poised to attack it.
Good defending again, Chiellini. That's your target when you're one-on-one. You've got to prevent the cross, and he did.
Pizarro's header. The breakthrough with the French. He was actually offered the chance to play for Poland for his mother's country 4 years ago. Lichtsteiner. Marchisio. Barzagli. Marchisio. Lichtsteiner. Pirlo putting his foot in. Evra. Vidal. No way past Fabinho on that occasion.
It's scrappy in their build-up again, Juve, aren't they? I mean, in this half, Pirlo hasn't as much of the ball in these positions.
Looks for Morata. Bit of a bump with Raggi.
I think Raggi was just a little bit stronger than Morata there. As I said before, Dan, his strength isn't with his back to play. He likes that ball in front of him and getting one-on-one with central defenders.
Looks like Llorente is going to come on here for Juventus. Bernardo Silva. Carrasco. Bernardo Silva. Fabinho. Carrasco. It's got away from Chiellini. Bonucci away. And a second time. Not thumping for Leonardo Jardim.
I think you'd be panicking just yet, Dan. Maybe around the 80-minute mark, then you're starting to hit longer balls into the area, but I don't think you'll be panicking just yet.
I help them relieve the pressure, if you like. Llorente coming on from Morata.
Morata hasn't been effective tonight, hasn't he? He's just not kept that ball in there, and a couple of times when he could have spotted the ball on for Tevez, he's ignored the situation.
Seven goals this season for Llorente. Here's Raggi. Lichtsteiner, Kurzawa, Fabinho, towards Kurzawa again. They're a team that are at home playing on the counter, Monaco. Built their season on a particularly formidable defensive record and an outstanding away record, as that list of ingredients would lend itself to.
I think Berbatov coming on at half-time is a positive sign. I know he doesn't get about a lot, doesn't work hard, but when someone's playing deep, as Juve have done, you're not really going to get him behind. So him playing up front and people trying to play off him is much better, as it's proved this second half, Dan.
Llorente showing his worth already.
And when they're a breakaway side, like you were saying before, you have to have quick players. Ooh, that's a big tumble. Made a back for him there.
Zawa in the spot of bother here.
Firm surfaces, quite a tumble from a height. That would have been painful. You can see, look, goes flat. Ooh, he's back there. Don't think it was any fault of Lichtsteiner. I don't think he was making a back. He only had eyes to the ball, and he was quick to apologise.
The wind out of his sails. Berbatov rises. Llorente. Or so away from the semi-finals, Juventus. Haven't reached that stage since his final appearance 2003. Bit of a snooze fest, in all honesty, at Old Trafford against Milan. Decided on penalties. In fact, having a discussion a little earlier with colleagues about what was the worst final of all time, and I reckon Steaua Bucharest-Barcelona just about edges it. In '86.
I'd like to say I remember it for being good, but it wasn't, was it? I remember that one. Seemed to go on for about 3 weeks.
Nobody could score in the penalty shootout. Helmut Dukadan, the Romanian goalkeeper, writing himself into legend.
Monaco seem to have lost their way a little bit down. They had a good start to the second half, and nothing came of it in terms of a goal return, but they have to keep at it. Have to keep the pace of the game up, the tempo of it, and try and create a few chances. Keep that pressure on, keep the squeeze on. Don't let Juve play out from the 3 into Pirlo. Try and prevent that. Get some good nicks on the ball.
Raggi across. Italian against the Italians tonight.
Don't keep putting the ball in Rosette because it runs the clock down. or in lane 8, as the case may be.
Yeah, you have a job reaching Rosette, to be fair, from the playing surface with the athletics track. Although it does stage a number of notable athletic events. Sometimes they don't actually stage a hammer competition because the stadium is too compact for that. Chiellini. Llorente. Vidal. That's a chancy ball. Oh, putting himself about. He's succeeded in ruffling Raggi's feathers. Fabinho.
Got to be better on the ball than that. Fabinho, that was a good opportunity to just pick a pass. Yeah, you come out of a physical situation and you have to keep your head. Sure, be quick and brave when you're getting after the ball, and when you get it, have a clear head. Just a little bit hurried, wasn't he?
Tevez trying to get away from Kondogbia. Marquisio's after it. Away by Kurzawa. Chiellini was there. Now João Moutinho. Robbed by Vidal. Now Patrice Evra goes charging forward.
Yes, everybody's joining in with this, giving the ball away, aren't they? Just trying a little bit too much.
Bernardo Silva. Carrasco. Flag up.
Oh. How can he be offside there? He's looking right across the line. Bernardo Silva has built up with it. He's running with the ball. Look, just stay onside. Shouldn't even be as close as that. Sure, it's a close call, but just stay half a yard behind. You're looking right across the line. You need to get to that dead ball line.
Well, Valère Germain. Could he be the hero? His dad played in a European Cup final for Marseille back in 1991. Funnily enough, talking about worst finals, that was certainly a contender. Marseille against Red Star Belgrade. Red Star side that were brilliant all the way to the final, and then played for penalties when they got there. Won it though.
Crowd booing. It was Pirlo who was taking out the game there. I think it was Kondogbia who got the yellow card, but Pirlo clearly taking out the game. Took the ball out the sky, and he's just sort of dumped him. But I don't think it's the foul. It's just the reaction to it. The referee's decision. Crazy to get a yellow card for that.
Pereira coming on. Foul. Not sight.
Well, this is a key loss for me because he's the one who disrupts play, keeps nicking the ball off the opposition, and when he gets it, he does well as well. This is a bit of a loss. Already got Pogba injured as well. When those two playing the diamond, Vidal and Pogba, left and right of the diamond, there's not many better two around to play in that kind of tactical formation with the legs that they've got and their ability on the ball.
Certainly not the same type of driving force for the team as Vidal is. He's played at the tip of that diamond in Pogba's absence, and Vidal dropping deeper. Need to really ask some searching questions of Juventus, and there's a lot of possession in this kind of area. They haven't really done that. It's Berbatov.
Well, poor touch, and I love the way he gesticulates to everyone as if it's their fault. Ball's gone about 5 yards off his foot. Poor touch, because Germain really didn't turn round in time to really see the situation. He blames him. He'd drive you balmy, wouldn't he, Berbatov, by blaming you all the time? Never his fault. Why me?
And you're a fan of his?
I was when he was at Man United and Fulham, Dan, but just his latter stages at Fulham, he was driving me potty when they were really fighting, trying to stave off relegation problems, and he didn't want to know. Didn't want to know. Oh, his ability, second to none. That trademark of pulling the ball out the sky on his instep, that was the one I used to drool over. I thought that was worth the admission money on its own, that deft touch that he had.
High for Kazawa, but he dealt with it. Pereira. Tevez. Marquisio finds Lichtsteiner. His challenge.
And they're looking for that one little bit of quality, because Monaco are having to commit players forward. Lichtsteiner trying to look for that quality to find Laurenti in the area there. Try and kill this tie off.
Pirlo's delivery. And get another opportunity.
this is where you do start to panic. Jardini's maybe wants his team to get the ball forward earlier now, Dan, and just play a slightly longer, try and make an error in that Juve back three or five, whatever the case may be.
Time ticking away on them. One Monaco goal would take the match to extra time. Not really done enough. Forward by Rangi. That's Bonucci. Llorente giving chase. Back by Pereira. Pereira, Lichtsteiner, by a free kick maybe.
Well, they're in a hurry to get the ball up the other end, Monaco, but they're just playing themselves into a little bit of trouble here, just a little bit of panic.
Well, the multi-ball system can go a little too far.
Well, marbles going on there.
Crown green bowls breaking up.
You've got to get it in the mixer a little bit quicker now. The patience thing is okay, but they're not playing it out the back particularly well to move it quickly between the lines. Maybe have to miss a line or two out.
Pirlo. Dogbier's presence enough to really unsettle Pereira. This is Marquisio. Llorente. That big scare when Buffon got himself in a bit of trouble. Early second half corner. As worrying as it's got for the men in blue tonight. Juventus side with that winning habit, that habit of getting the job done. Already overcome a severely testing hurdle in the knockout stages in Borussia Dortmund. Max Allegri saying that this would be a tougher prospect. Know their limitations, so they play to stop the opposition playing, but it's been a different emphasis for them tonight. From the Principality, Germain foraging, but back to Buffon. Haven't really been able to force the issue in the way they wished. Trying to get out of trouble. Berbatov pounding down defenders, not really something he enjoys particularly. Kurzawa. Or do they believe? They believe they can break down this formidable Juventus team. Lichtsteiner.
I can't believe how many Monaco shirts there are behind the ball, because when they do break eventually, Dan, they've got no numbers. I'm counting 8 players behind the ball. Surely they have to run the risk of leaving themselves a little bit open.
There's another yellow card here. Carlos Tevez arguing the toss, but he goes into the book along with Chiellini as far as the Juventus players are concerned. And Dogbia. Well, he was fouled. Willie Collum of a different view. And they think he's a mugging in Monte Carlo is something a little different in Glasgow. Here's Pereira.
Oh, very good. Pereira just running the clock down, keeping the ball down in the corner there. He knows that if there's not a clear opportunity in on goal, then, well, they go absolutely berserk if he just gave the ball away to the opposition, allowing them to counter. So just trying to keep it down in these positions here where there's no chance of Monaco scoring a goal.
Really, they're managing the game now, Juventus, rather than coming under feverish pressure. Doesn't have to be pretty, doesn't have to be storming goal blitzes Bayern Munich produced last night.
Good tackle, Bonucci. Just kept his eye on the ball. Plenty of strength.
This Monaco change is going to see Matheus Carvalho introduced, replacing Carrasco, Brazilian, or a Belgian. Trials and tribulations, the Calciopoli scandal that saw them demoted Juventus. This would be a real firm indication that they are back up there amongst the real European elite. Progress to the semi-finals. Team always capable of testing the best at home, even in that period. Not being tested enough by Monaco. Kondogbia. Pirlo. Here's Abdenour. Fabinho. In towards Berbatov, who tugged Bonucci clear as day.
No, you can't give away fouls there. Just allows the time for the clock to be run down. There should be more balls like that coming into Berbatov in this last 10 minutes or so.
Juventus free kick, just what the doctor ordered from their perspective against Abdenour on Llorente, who's difficult guy to handle.
And they're just doing exactly what the opposition wants to do at the moment, just giving away needless fouls, allowing that clock to be run down at one end and the other now. And I feel sure that Pirlo may have a strike here, Dan, and just try and do that dipping shot. And if he hits it over the top, don't worry about it, because they've still got to retrieve the ball and get the ball at the other end.
The Pirlo strike! And so close.
Well, the one bit of quality in the second half. Look at the dip on that as well, look. Keeper's beaten Subasic, no chance with that. What a strike. Looks like he's waiting for it to come down and hit him on the head. He's ducking.
Well, Patrice Evra. Some polite applause all round the ground, even in the heat of battle. They remember a former favourite. He's going to be replaced by Simone Paduin, who started in the right wing-back role at the weekend. Man of many parts as we head into 4 added minutes here. It's time to throw everything at this. Buffon gets there.
Great punch. When you really need your goalkeeper to come and get one away. What a time.
Well, a couple of occasions he has been needed. He's come up with the goods. That alert pounce. And Berbatov was threatening. Tevez was certainly threatening there, but Abdennour was across.
And that's just about the result they want. There won't be no hurry to take this pen. And another 90 seconds gone on the clock by the time they take it.
Andrea Pirlo enjoying himself. 100 Juventus fans here. It's been a pretty comfortable night, you have to say. In their pockets at the moment.
Well, naive to say the least. Monaco in the last 10 minutes of this game have been absolutely rubbish at trying to force the pace or retrieve the ball or get the ball back up into the danger areas. And it's been a bit of a cakewalk for Juve when you thought that there would be a little bit of an onslaught at the end, giving away needless free kicks, letting them kick the ball in the corners and just playing right into Juve's hands.
Anything but. Pirlo through the challenge. 1-2. And the goal kick is the outcome, despite the protests of the great man. Well, it can all change in an instant. Physio summing it up really there. Not particularly princely in the principality. And Juventus shirt is like a second skin. He's been wearing it since he was 7 years of age, and he's about to sign a new contract. He's about to sign it in the knowledge that Juventus are in the semi-finals of the Champions League.
Just had a little bit of a storm to weather in the early part of this second half, but they couldn't keep it up. That was the key. Monaco couldn't keep it up and create genuine chances out of the possession that they had and a little bit of territorial advantage. But you must say, over the two ties, the two legs, sorry, that Juve have been the better team. And they look like getting over the line here.
Llorente. Pirlo. Halloween, eager, the substitute. Fabinho bites at his heels. There's a Monaco throw in, what, 20 seconds or so. Seeing the Monegasques an elimination. Marquisio. Pirlo. Tevez might finish with a flourish here. We'll finish with a corner. But there won't be time to take that. Juventus well and truly back in the European elite. 12 years on from their last semi-final, they are in the last four again.